Okay, so we've made the return method for is positive. It's a Boolean method. I did not, in fact, make the is zero method, so I'm going to copy the is positive method and make the is zero one out of it. It's very, very similar. This is going to be called is zero. We still have a number coming in. If the number is equal to zero, it's true. Otherwise, it's false. So that's how is zero works. So if we call is zero with a, use a print statement, see if it works, then we can see if that one's working. So let me start with print statement so we can see what's going on. Plus 0. So now I'll run it. Enter number 5. 0 is false. That's good. Enter a number 0. 0 is true. That's good. Enter a number -9. 0 is false. So is 0 is working like we want it to. Now we're ready to calculate the discriminant, and the discriminant is basically b squared minus 4ac. And so we're going to have to send in the values a, b, and c. And I'm going to take comments away so we can use it. I'll make this one right here so we can see everything. Public, static, and we're calling it discriminant. Hopefully I can spell it the same way. Not sure whether it's spelled right or not. B, C. I'm just going to use the same variable names. It's okay to do that. I think you should clear that technically. These are 3 different variables than that. Because these A, B, and C belong to a discriminant, whereas this A, B, and C belongs to main. So they're actually different, which is usually why we use different names. So I think I'll go ahead and use different names so you don't make that mistake. So we need to, I'm going to make a temporary variable. I'm going to call it b, but it's not an integer, it's a float. And b is going to be equal to b squared. So I can do math.square, I think. Let's see if it pops up. Come on, show me what you got. Math b. S. Interesting. I didn't see it there, so let me just do b times b minus 4 times a times c. Okay. And I have to return b. B is the answer I want. We have to return it. When it gets returned, it's going to be assigned not to float, to delta. Okay, delta is going to have the value of the discriminant. What did I do wrong? I guess I can't do my variables like that. I do it like that. That's happier. What's wrong with this? Maybe these are supposed to be semicolons. Nope, it's not happy with that. Oh, they're not ints, dummy. We have float a, comma, b, comma, C. Okay. Method is happy now. Now here's the deal. I am going to test this, but I want to be careful of what I type in, because I want to make sure the delta comes out to greater than or equal to 0. Because if the delta comes out to negative, the roots will be imaginary. So if I want this to come out positive, I'll make B 8. Okay, so, oops, I forgot to print it. This out, Control Enter, delta equals plus. Okay, let's stop this run and run it again. Enter a number, and this really should say enter A. Oh, and that's all we got. Delta is equal to 0 because I didn't finish this. So I need to get all 3 numbers. So I need to do this for A, B, and C. B, C. And we're not going to use positive right here. I'll leave it in here for now, but you'll see how when we get roots, it'll change a little. So let's try this again to see if we get the answer to delta now that we have A, B, and C coming in. In fact, I can send it a parameter. I can send it A, which is just a character, B, and C. And I'm sending in that character because now I can make my print statement more specific. So instead of just saying enter a number, we need to bring in a character C. I'm going to call it CH. So we're going to say enter value, and then we're going to close. Oops. We're going to close that. We're going to add the CH. And then we're going to finish with the semicolon. Okay, so now here's what the statement looks like. Enter value A. So I'm going to make this 2. I'm going to make value A, B 8, and I'm going to make value C 4. And delta comes out to 32. Let's see if that's right. So 64 would be B squared. 4 times A is 8. 8 times 4 is 32. 64 minus 32 is 32. If we use 1 for A and C, then we'll be subtracting 4. So let's do 181 and see if we get the answer 4. 181. Yeah, that's right. 64 minus 4. So let's do 121. 121, we get the value 0. So our delta is working. I'm going to pause again because the last video I'll make will do get roots, and it will show you how to use all this stuff together to solve this part of the problem.